There are places in the world where just mentioning the name can evoke something very different, both distant and mysterious, and so beautiful that it almost seems unreal. Alaska is one such place. Alaska spans an area of over 1.7 million square kilometers and is the largest state, accounting for 1/6 of the total area of the United States. Alaska, the land at the northernmost tip of the United States, has long possessed a unique allure, both wild and mysterious, and so beautiful that it leaves people in awe. If there is any place in the world that makes one acutely aware of one's own insignificance before the vastness of nature, it is Alaska. Not the bustling cities with their dazzling lights, nor the perfectly constructed tourist spots. Alaska appears as a pristine symphony of earth and sky. There, every gust of wind, every mountain range, every river carries within it a story that has never been fully told. There are places in the world where just mentioning the name can evoke something very different, both distant and mysterious, and so beautiful that it almost seems unreal. Alaska is one such place. Alaska spans an area of over 1.7 million square kilometers and is the largest state, accounting for 1/6 of the total area of the United States. Alaska, the land at the northernmost tip of the United States, has long possessed a unique allure, both wild and mysterious, and so beautiful that it leaves people in awe. If there is any place in the world that makes one acutely aware of one's own insignificance before the vastness of nature, it is Alaska. Not the bustling cities with their dazzling lights, nor the perfectly constructed tourist spots. Alaska appears as a pristine symphony of earth and sky. There, every gust of wind, every mountain range, every river carries within it a story that has never been fully told. However, Alaska is not just about winter. When summer arrives, this land undergoes a complete transformation, becoming a world full of vitality. The sunlight lasts almost the entire day, making time feel ambiguous. The sky was so clear that it seemed touchable, while the forests burst into vibrant shades of fresh green. The melting glaciers carry fresh water flowing through the vast valleys. That's when Alaska reveals another side of itself, no longer cold, but becoming gentle, intimate, and full of life. One of the things that makes Alaska special is the strong presence of wild nature. This is a place where humans are not the center, but just a small part of a vast ecosystem. The animals here live freely, unbound and untamed. The image of bears standing by the river catching fish, herds of elk leisurely walking through the meadows, or eagles soaring across the vast sky, all create a vibrant picture that cannot be replicated anywhere else. In Alaska, nature is not something to be admired from afar, but a living entity, always present and tangible. One cannot fail to mention the aurora borealis, one of the most marvelous natural phenomena that Alaska is fortunate to possess. When night falls, the sky here is not just a quiet expanse, but becomes a dazzling stage of light. The bands of blue, purple, and pink undulate like soft waves, moving continuously as if telling a story of the universe. Standing under that sky, one not only feels overwhelmed, but also experiences a very strange sensation, both small and deeply connected to the surrounding world. Life in Alaska is not easy, but it is precisely that which creates the unique beauty of the people here. They live more slowly, more realistically, and are closer to nature. Each passing day is not just a series of tasks, but also a journey of adaptation and survival. When winter comes, they prepare firewood, food, and everything necessary to get through the cold days. When summer arrives, they seize every moment to work, to explore, and to enjoy. Life here has no room for haste or superficiality. Everything requires patience and respect. Alaska is also a place that makes people rethink the concept of remoteness. Here, distance is not only measured in kilometers, but also in time and perseverance. There are places that can only be reached by small planes, boats, or even snowmobiles. That makes each trip a true adventure, where the journey is just as important as the destination. And it is precisely in those journeys that people have the opportunity to reflect on themselves, to detach from the fast-paced rhythm of the modern world. What makes Alaska special lies not only in its landscapes, but also in the emotions it evokes. It is the feeling of freedom when standing in an unlimited space. It is the rare tranquility in a world full of noise. And it is also a humility to realize that no matter how much humans develop, nature remains a force beyond control. It can be said that Alaska is like a long poem, unrhymed but full of rhythm. Each season is a stanza, each landscape is a word, and each experience carries its own meaning. Sometimes that poem is as gentle as the summer sun, sometimes as fierce as a winter snowstorm. But in any state, it still retains its pristine and genuine beauty, unembellished and unchanged. For many people, Alaska is not an easy destination. It requires preparation, courage, and a bit of daring. But precisely because of that, what it brings becomes even more valuable. It's not just beautiful photos or memorable moments, but also profound lessons about life, nature, and oneself. When leaving Alaska, perhaps what lingers is not the cold or the remoteness, but a feeling that is very hard to describe, a tranquility mixed with awe. It's like just finishing a good book. Not every detail is remembered, but the emotions remain intact. And in a moment, amidst everyday life, you will suddenly remember Alaska. Remember the vast forests, the silent rivers, and the night sky ablaze with light. Alaska, therefore, is not just a piece of land. It is an experience, an emotion, and perhaps for those who have ever set foot there, it is also an unforgettable part of their memories.